Okay, hold on. I'm going to buy your affection right now. Not you, Lisa. It's Lucy the slut. It's Lucy the slut. That's what I have to keep remembering. I'm going to buy your affection. I have an evening's entertainment, Holy Karaoke, a New Thought musical. As a matter of fact, we were alerted to this by my friend Sandy Gibbons. We all know him from television over the years. And it's going on the 11th through the 14th. You get to go if you're the first person to answer this official question, if, in fact, I can find the official question. Oh, here it is. Okay, 1946, on this date, 1946, Liza Minnelli was born. This is considered by many to be Miss Broadway. She lights up the stage, and you know that her mom was Judy Garland. Well, everybody knows that, but who was her dad? Liza Minnelli's father. You have to give me his name and be the first one to correctly do so, and you get a chance. My goodness, Liza has never looked healthier than in that picture. And you get to go to Holy Karaoke. Hi, Bill Rogers.
Hello, sir. How you doing?
Bill, from the association that a lot of people don't even know exists, the Arizona Highway Patrol Association. What is that? That
is basically the union for the Arizona Highway Patrol.
Okay, well, listen, we got you in to talk to us about something that I wrote about in a commentary just a few days ago, and that is everybody sending their kids off somewhere to spring break, maybe down the street, maybe just to a friend's house, maybe to Mexico. Talk to us about that.
Well, I think that everybody knows that there's been a lot of increased violence and gang activity in Mexico. And I don't want to get the idea that we shouldn't be going to Mexico, but I think there are certain precautions we have to use anytime we go to a foreign country or go to an activity. Some of them are the same precautions we would use when we'd go across the street.
How old are your kids?
My kids are all grown. I've got a 24, 27, and a 31.
When they were 17, 18, 19, if it was today, would you tell them that it was okay to go to Mexico?
They would not have gone without. They would not go without me, for one thing. And I
so
think
you say mom and dad are supposed to go on spring break?
Well, my children I would go with. However, I think I'm kind of blessed in that way because of my reduced budget. I was never able to take my kids on spring break to Mexico. We would do something at home or something in Arizona and enjoy something locally here.
But it is a different kind of Mexico even than just a very few years ago. Why?
Because of the increased violence in the gang and fighting.
But why? Why is the violence there now? It has always been a different kind of society and a different kind of culture, and you had to know the difference in the laws. Right. But now more than ever before, why?
I think the drug cartels have picked it up a notch. The increased money that is their economy, that makes that type of money lucrative for people to use.
15,000 people have been killed as a result of the drug cartel violence. I mean, that's a serious problem.
Correct.
If your kid happens to get caught in a shootout, and of course our kids will say, come on, right. I'm going to be careful. All right, how should we be careful? Give us a few tips.
Well, I think the one thing you can do is always be in a buddy system. Always have somebody watching out for you. Don't go down with a devil may care type attitude to where you let loose of all your inhibitions and all your common sense. Realize you're in a third world country, that different foreign countries have foreign laws that we're not used to. Situations are different. The people that are down there are different, and they will prey on innocent people or at people that lose their common sense and don't take care of their items. They don't watch their possessions as close, their luggage as close. If you were to break down, in your vehicle down there and not have it maintained properly, I think you're just ripe to be picked off by a possible criminal element.
And by the way, let me make this point too. We're not talking about the Mexican people somehow being more dishonest, more corrupt, more dangerous, more violent than any other culture. We're talking about pockets of that kind of thing. And when you're talking about the kind of poverty that exists in areas of a country like Mexico, you're talking about a potential for all kinds of possibilities that you wouldn't face up here.
Correct. I can give you an example. My daughter recently, now she's an adult, but she wanted to go to Rocky Point. And she let me know her travel plans. She let me know where she was going to be. She was going to be in a very isolated, protected type residential area.
And how old is she?
She is 27. So I was worried. I think there's more increased danger in the border towns right now than there is. Rocky Point has established itself as kind of a safe zone.
Yeah, there have been shootouts in the streets of Nogales,
There has.
Juarez, Tijuana.
Yes.
The word or phrase shootout suggests I don't think I'll go there this time of year.
Well, it's an unpredictable type of violence that can erupt to an innocent bystander.
What about kidnapping? When you read headlines, as we have this year in the Arizona Republic, about the fact that this is a state, that Arizona is a state where kidnappings take place,
Right.
directly related to our neighbors to the south, what kind of danger would our kids be in when it comes to something that is a horrendous crime like kidnapping for ransom?
As far as our own children, I'm not aware of that type of danger to our own. I think the type that I'm aware of is the type that they would keep in a safe house up here. Somebody pays to come across the border, and then they're held for ransom for additional funds.
Sure, and that is the common crime. The reality, though, is if you're in a big city, or a city of any size at all, we know that you have to be careful about what kind of taxi cab that you take. Because
Right.
you're liable to wind up behind an industrial building somewhere, either ripped off or dead.
Right, and that's what I'm talking about. Keep your common sense. Don't have a buddy system. Always have somebody with you. Don't be so intoxicated that you can't take care of yourself.
What is the drinking age in Mexico? Do you know?
I don't know if there is one. I don't honestly know.
I
You
think
don't
that
drink the water, so.
That's the answer. You know, if it has salt around the edges, probably your kid shouldn't be drinking it. Listen, this is Pat McMahon. Word of warning from the show and also from the State Highway Patrol Association and Bill Rogers. This is Pat, and you know who you are, but do you know how you're going to feel? Wait until you find out what's coming up next.